Hey everybody, and welcome back to the board meeting. I'm here in lovely North Dakota where it's blizzarding again, the start of blizzard season. Today I'm going to be talking about a game that's currently on Kickstarter and that I'm backing it, but kind of hesitantly for like the first time with this company. And the game is Ezra and Nehemiah by Garphill Games. And I I'm not going to go over a big overview of what this game is, but the previews that I've watched, it looks like a culmination of a bunch of their other games. When I was watching that overview, the previews, it looks like it's got aspects of Viscounts of the West Kingdom, Paladins of the West Kingdom. There's some Architects, it feels like, in there. It's got some Hadrian's Wall in there. It has some Wayfarers of the South Tigris in there. It feels like they took their mechanics of their games and they mushed them all of them into this possible game. It looks like a big, heavy Euro style game, which is what they're kind of doing nowadays. And before I get into a little bit why I'm hesitant for the first time of backing this, and I back everything from Garphill Games. They are my favorite company. I want to praise them a little bit because, first of all, every game that they've made in the last 5-6 years I think is really really good. They're solid games mechanically. They have great artwork. They have great production quality. So everything about their games in the last 6 years, they haven't had like a dud for me. The closest one is probably Legacy of You, but even that one I still gave like a 7 rating for. So I thought that was a pretty good game. But yeah, just know that I absolutely love Garphill Games. They are my go-to company. I know they're going to come out with a good game, and they are probably the most reliable company that does Kickstarters regularly. They do all these Kickstarter games, and if they say they're going to be delivering in March 2024, you are going to get that game in March 2024, if not sooner. They're not one of these other companies that there's constant delays. Maybe they ask for some more money, like some of these companies are starting to do here recently. They are going to give you your product on time, and it's going to be a good product straight up. So why am I a little bit hesitant to back this particular game now? First of all, I'm almost going to guarantee you that Ezra and Nehemiah is going to be a good, solid game. But the fact is, their games keep getting heavier and heavier and heavier, it seems like. And by the way, here's a whole couple shelves of Garphill games. I'm a big fan of theirs. Their games keep going heavier and heavier and heavier. I mean, but there's not these lighter games like Raiders of the North Sea or Architects of the West Kingdom anymore. They seem to be just a heavy Euro game company. And they're good, heavy Euros, though. But the fact is, if you don't play that particular game, if you haven't played it for a month or two, you are going to have to relearn that game, and it's going to take a while to relearn that game. So, like right now, Wayfarers of the South Tigris was one of the last games that they came out with, and I bought that game, played it. I thought it was good. I played it for like a month straight. I played it several times, like I think 7-8 times in a matter of a month. I have not broken that game out since that month that it first came out, because after it was a month or two, I'm like, I don't really remember how to play specifically. Do I want to break it out, relearn that rule book? There's a lot going on in these games, so do I really want to relearn them? And usually the answer is no. I'm not. I want to play it, but it's just too heavy to relearn it. I don't want to take that time to relearn another game. So that's kind of one of the main reasons, is these games just keep getting heavier and heavier. I wish they would go back and do some lighter games here and there. Keep doing some heavy Euros like this, but I wish they would sprinkle in an Architects every once in a while, a Raiders of the North Sea every once in a while, where I can break out Architects or Raiders of the North Sea any day and teach it to people, no problem. These other games, they're heavy games. There's a lot of iconography, and Garphill Games does a great job with iconography. They are very consistent from one game to the other. If you know one Garphill game, you know a lot of the icons for the next. They're very consistent in their games showing the iconography. I think they're great. But there's a lot of iconography. I think when Wayfarers came out, I was like, I think I counted the number of symbols, the iconography in that game, and I think there was close to 50. So not only do you have to, if you're teaching someone who's never played Garphill games or, these games, you are teaching them this heavy Euro game. Plus, after that, you're going to be going through a list of 50 different icons that you have to talk about to them, or you can teach them while it comes up. But there's a lot of different icons that people are going to have to learn in order to play these games. And so it makes me a little bit reluctant. I'm going to play this game and I'm going to enjoy it. And then if I don't play it regularly, I'm going to forget it. So that's kind of why I'm reluctant to back it, even though I am, and I'm going to like it. I would almost guarantee it. But there's also another thing with their Kickstarter games. There's almost no benefit to back them on Kickstarter, other than if you want to back their company, which, I mean, I suggest doing. You're going to get the game a couple weeks before it comes to retail. But the fact is, there's no like Kickstarter exclusives usually. You can get some promos and stuff, but you usually can get those promos outside of the Kickstarter as well. So you don't really have too much of a benefit of backing them on Kickstarter. And I like it, but I don't at the same time, because I'm like, I wish I would get a little bit something for doing the Kickstarter, but oh well. But, I mean, that's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to make this kind of a quick video of Ezra and Nehemiah, why I'm backing it, but a little bit hesitant for this one. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more weekly content from me, Shane, at the board meeting in the future. Hope you have an amazing day. Take care.